I asked somebody, what do you think I'd do without social media? Would I be here? Because I said, I think so. But they weren't so sure.
Social media was at the heart of the rise, the fall, and the fury of the Donald Trump presidency. Every sacking, every scandal available in real time.
USA! USA!
But this was the riot that broke Silicon Valley's back. Trump's alleged incitement of the Capitol insurrection saw him kicked off Facebook and Instagram, as well as Twitter and YouTube. Out of office and out of online earshot, Trump silenced until now.
Meta, the parent company of both Facebook and Instagram, says it's restoring the social media accounts of former President Donald Trump.
2 years on, Trump will be allowed back on the platform in the coming weeks. In a statement, Meta said that the public should be able to hear what their politicians are saying, but added that new guardrails were in place, with Trump facing heightened penalties for repeat offences, given his history of stoking civil unrest.
I'm not saying everything is perfect, no one is, but we're saying that if you compare it to the circumstances which led to his original suspension, we think the risk to public safety has materially and significantly receded.
Meta says the threat has gone, but given the fact that Donald Trump still questions the 2020 result, and one assumes he will question the 2024 result, how can it be that he's allowed back?
In general, the social media platforms should err on the side of allowing the speech of political figures or candidates for political office like Trump, not because Trump has a particular right to be on the platform, but because the public has an interest in hearing from them.
The 45th president responded on his own channel, Truth Social, saying deplatforming should never again happen to a sitting president. Will he switch back to Facebook and Twitter, which reinstated him a few months back, or have the past few years of relative silence taken their toll? On the one hand, Trump is still all-powerful within his party, and having Facebook back provides a powerful fundraising tool. On the other hand, Trump's candidates were mostly defeated in a poor showing for Republicans last November, with Americans turning their back on Trump's election-denying tactics.
I do think that Donald Trump is diminishing in his power. I think part of the reason for that is he has had less access to the public. I think that should continue. I don't want to have people being able to turn into the misinformation, the disinformation, and the danger that he poses to our democracy.
And this is now a wider debate about democracies across the world.
The man of the moment, Prime Minister of India.
Because as Meta says politicians must be heard, in India they seem to be listened to too much. The BJP government has accused this BBC programme of being propaganda against the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And so the administration invoked its own emergency powers and asked Twitter and YouTube to take down clips. And they did. Students have protested by trying to show the programme on campus, with the authorities calling on police to shut down the screenings. Elon Musk had said Twitter would uphold free speech. That is now in question.
There's a doublespeak by the likes of Elon Musk and Meta over what they believe is free speech, because at this point of time, there's only one kind of speech which is being enabled, and that too in national interest. In national interest, what Twitter should have done is allowed a free screening of the documentary and let the country know what's happening.
Today, they're celebrating the foundation of the Indian Republic. But in this, the biggest democracy in the world, the elected leader can now censor big tech when it wants to control the narrative. While over in the richest democracy, it's big tech that holds the cards, deciding who can and cannot speak on its platforms. These are big decisions ahead of elections in both India and the United States next year.